In 1492, sailors aboard Columbus' ship noticed something terrifying. Every night, the compasses drifted away from the stars. To them, it only meant one thing: they were lost in the middle of an endless ocean. And yes, the part actually makes this even stranger. Nobody on Earth knew how a compass worked. Not the explorers, not the inventors, and not even the scientists. For more than 1,000 years, humanity trusted a needle, controlled by an invisible force we couldn't see. So, what is that force? How does metal obey the earth? And how does a simple stone discovered thousands of years ago reshape the entire world? Today, we are going to uncover the invisible engine inside our planet that actually turns a tiny needle into one of the most powerful inventions in history. Long before ships crossed oceans, Chinese scholars discovered something unsettling. Certain black stones behave differently. When hung from a thread, they will actually turn and pulse and then settle in the same direction every single time. These stones were called lodestones. They are actually natural magnets. So, around 200 BCE during the Han Dynasty, scholars carved them into a spoon shape and actually placed them on smooth bronze plates. The spoon would rotate until its handle pointed south, so they believed it was a mystical energy, but in reality, they had just discovered magnetism. Around 1000 CE, Chinese sailors made a breakthrough. Instead of heavy stones, they actually magnetized thin iron needles. Floating on water or suspended by silk, the needle behaved the same way, even in darkness, even in storms. This changed navigation forever. So, sailors could now travel far from coastlines without seeing land for weeks. Trade expanded, exploration accelerated, and slowly, through trade routes, the compass reached the Islamic world, the Mediterranean sailors, and even the medieval Europe, and where it would actually ignite one of the most transformative eras in human history. Now, with the compass, oceans stopped being barriers. Explorers crossed previous impossible distances. Vasco da Gama reached India by sea, Columbus crossing the Atlantic, and a global trade network forming. So, the compass didn't just help explorers find lands, it reshaped politics, economics, and entire civilizations. Yet, nobody understood why the needle pointed north. Some believed it was controlled by stars, other invisible mountains, or even supernatural forces. But the real answer won't arrive until the scientific revolution. In the late 1500s, an English physician named William Gilbert became obsessed with magnets. He built a spherical magnet called the relics. Then, when he actually placed tiny needles around them, they behave exactly like compasses on Earth. So, in the 1600s, Gilbert proposed a radical idea. He said that the Earth itself is a giant magnet. It actually sounded unbelievable, but experiment after experiment supported the claim. So, for the first time, the compass wasn't the magic, it was physics. Deep beneath the crust lies Earth's core, a solid inner sphere of iron surrounded by a massive ocean of molten metal. As the planet rotates, this liquid metal moves in a swirling current. Moving metals carry electric charge, and a moving electric charges create a magnetic field. So this process is called geodynamo. It actually generates a magnetic field that actually stretches far into space, forming a protective shield around our planet. So your compass needle is simply aligned with that field, a tiny magnet responding to a planetary force. Now, here is something surprising. The compass doesn't point to the geographical North Pole. It points to the magnetic north, a location that actually moves constantly. So, right now, magnetic north is actually drifting across the Atlantic, faster than ever recorded. So, map must constantly update. navigation system adjust, and even modern aircraft account for shifting field. So the Earth is not a static magnet, it's alive with motion. Earth's magnetic field has flipped many times. So geological records show that north and south have reversed hundreds of times in history. During the reversal, compasses would actually point to the opposite direction. Magnets shooting wickets, and animals that actually navigate using magnetism could actually be confused. So these flips take thousands of years, but they remind us of something profound. The compass doesn't define north, the Earth does. Today we rely on GPS, satellites, smartphone, digital navigation, and yet every smartphone still contains a magnetometer because the compass needs no signals, requires no powers, and work anywhere on Earth. So even astronauts use magnetic data when studying planetary fields. So 1,000 years old invention still embedded inside the modern technology. Back in 1492, Columbus thought his compass was broken, but it wasn't. He had unknowingly discovered magnetic declination, the difference between true north and magnetic north, a subtle shift caused by the molten out of the Earth. And today, every time a compass needle turns, you are actually watching a quiet interaction between a spinning planet, a sea of liquid metal, and a tiny sliver of magnetized steel, an invisible force guiding humanity for over thousands of years. Not magic, just physics written into the structure of Earth itself. If you like this, make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what you think about Earth's magnetic field and compass down in the comment section.